I want to take a bigger picture now. I'm also interested. I mean, this issue of security terrorism in Nigeria, which is new. You have a president that is here. And if the president, as a governor of Imo State, if the president should call you and said, Your Excellency, Chief Charles Onyeagbako, can you give me an advice on how to contain terrorism in our nation? What would you tell him?
Okay, first of all, you know that you give advice based on facts available to you, proper information. As a private person, I can't claim to have proper information on Boko Haram. Every information I have is rumor. They have bombed, rumor and the facts as published by the media. They have bombed Maiduguri, they have set up fire in Kano, Kaduna, 60 people have died, Abuja, this, that. I have never ever visited Mambisa Forest. I think that's why the Sambisa Forest, for crying out loud. I've never visited there. The much I did in the Northeast was when I did my youth service in Gongola, Adamawa. Then there used to be Gongola, but today part of it is Adamawa. Right? And I did my youth service at the time Maitasine was also raging. I don't know that you've heard about the Maitasine riots.
Yeah, Kano, yeah. I lived in the north.
Kano, Maiduguri, Adamawa, and so on. That time Gongola, yes. It's also like Maitasine is also like Boko Haram. The only difference is that Maitasine happened during the time of the military. And this one is happening during the time of the civilian. So it has been there. It's not like it's something new. And believe you me, the president is doing a good work, contending them. Doing a good work. But when you are an outsider, you think it's as easy as go and route them out. Who do you route out? Do you route out the air? Some people say go and negotiate. Do you negotiate in vacuum? If I have to negotiate with you, I need to meet with you to negotiate, isn't it? You don't negotiate with somebody you cannot identify. And you can't route people out where you don't identify where they are. The Sambisa forest, from what I have heard and read, is like, how do I describe it now? I don't think there's any such forest like that in the USA. I think you can only find such forests like in places like Malaysia, Indonesia, and that. That's what it looks like. Yet, the Nigerian army and security agencies are really beginning on them and routing some of them and that. My advice to Mr. President, now I just want to, that's based on the facts available to me. They may not be all the right facts, but based on facts I know, my advice to Mr. President is to look inwardly and screen properly his security apparatus with a view to fishing out all those who are moles for Boko Haram and who are insiders, because there are quite a lot of them.
Elections in Ekiti State, the opposition party APC has complained so much they lost on militarization of our elections. What is your opinion or your thoughts on put a lot of security apparatus, resources during elections in Nigeria?
Okay, again, it also borders on facts. People present their own facts the way they will suit their own purpose. Rigging is not just rewriting results. Rigging can also be by intimidation. Now, if you have heavy security that are not molesting people, I don't see how that affects the turnout of the election. Is it better to pull out the security for dogs to assault people, maim people, and be able to rig elections? So you have to look at it properly. Those complaining, are they complaining because there were heavy security, or are they complaining because the heavy security stopped them from doing the damage and havoc they had planned to do? I think the APC is really not a very serious party. I think the APC is a party that jumps on every single turn to condemn Mr. President. Every single turn. Boko Haram bombs from Maiduguri. APC will say Mr. President is responsible. But Boko Haram does this, and they will not give solution to it. You understand? The opposition. We have watched American Congress, Democrats and Republicans, the way they, and when American interest is at stake, they come together to sort it out. After that, they go back on their partisan basis. You don't kill a nation because you want to be in power. Some of them have held political offices as governors, as ministers, and so on. And we have known the way they performed. They have not performed better than any other person. If you have held a political position as governor and you've not done well, if you are made Mr. President, you will never do well. There's a French saying that if you can manage 1 naira, you cannot manage 100 million. You understand? So, to my mind, APC is not a party to be trusted with the destiny of the nation. It contains so many rascals.